Hello guys, Ronnie here, and welcome to yet another WordPress tutorial of plugin development. It's been a while since I uploaded a tutorial, um, but I've now decided to really focus on plugin development and show people how to do this, or the kind of plugins that they're looking to accomplish. As we all learn together. So the main purpose of this is I've started a forum called WP Squad. It's actually a premium domain, and I've just acquired that so that I could start a WordPress community. Um, all right, so this is kind of something that I was just thinking. I was gonna create a video showing you guys how to develop a plugin from scratch, and then I will also provide you with the source code with detailed comments of what is happening along where, and also make the code, the plugin itself available for you to, so that you could, use it if you find it really useful actually. So let's first begin by developing a plugin. Um, all right, so remember we're gonna have the source code and the plugin itself downloaded as soon as it's done. All right, so I came up with this idea of let's start with something that is very common. Let's start by developing a plugin that displays a pop-up, and as soon as somebody or a visitor lands on your website. Okay, so let's go over this. All right. So the first thing in creating plugin development is I have a local host installed on my software on my computer, and I also have uh, editing what do you call this? Notepad++, which is a platform for editing codes, and we have I will also need what else do I need actually? And you just need to activate it pretty much. All right, so let's go ahead and develop this plugin. And plugins, if you don't know about plugins, there's an introduction videos that I developed earlier, so you guys can check that out. All right, let's start off by creating a regular just plugin, the plugin that we just spoke about. So let's start by first creating that. The first thing I should actually do is save this as a PHP file. So I guess I just test plugin that I was doing. So I'll just name this, what do I call this? Pop-up plugin, something like that. Or run pop. I don't know. Run pop. Alright, so let's call this run pop .php. Alright, so the first thing we also actually want to do is call the PHP, and then we start by writing a comment called plugin name. Alright, so I'll just give this a plugin name of run pop, and then plugin, you can say description, a plugin that displays pop-up, and you can say plugin URI, and I'll just give this I'll just leave that. Author, it's me. You can write yourself. Author URI, there's that. wpsquad.com. Alright, so that information alone is enough for the plugin to display here. Let me just check it for you. So if you go to plugins, you will see you'll see run pop here. So a plugin that displays a pop-up by running Quebec, visit plugin site, So that information is right there. Okay, and so if I activate the plugin right now, it doesn't do anything much. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this plugin do something. So let's first of all start by creating a settings page for the plugin itself. Alright, so since this plugin is not really that big, I always like separating my files, but sometimes I just like putting them all together so that I understand. But okay, let me just go ahead and do this. So let's first of all create admin tab for the plugin. Alright. Okay, so function. Okay, function. How long have we been talking? 6 minutes? I'll try to hurry up. Alright, so run pop admin tab. There's something unique. And add action. Admin menu, and then I'll copy that and paste it in here, and I'll say add menu page. I'm not really sure. I always check this the codex, and so should you whenever you're not sure about something. Codex should be friend. Actually, just type this. Add menu page. So, alright, just to confirm. Sometimes I write add page menu and it gives you an error. So just to make sure, you know. I always make sure this is 5 for this one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I just try to give it name. First 5. It's always 5 for me. Alright, and this is again run pop. Try to copy the same thing. And who the third option is third parameter here is who has privileges of checking over accessing the tab itself. So it's manage actions or the administrator. And I always try to put this to file. So this means that I'd have to create a custom. It just makes it unique to file the plugin name and makes it a unique, round pop PHP. And so this is where I will write. I'll copy this. I know you kind of don't understand what is happening, but I have a video overview that walks you through. So I'm not gonna copy this. Actually, let me just leave this blank so that you can understand what happened. Alright, let me just write something though. We'll just leave it blank now. So let's refresh and check the plugin. Where's that plugin? Run pop. Okay, so if we try to refresh, you will see run pop here. So that is the menu page that just appears. So that's what we did with this little piece of code. And when you click it, it takes you, so I told you the page is equal to runpop.php, which is this file, like reported this same exact file. If I don't know how it makes sense, but I'm not supposed to explain that, but you get the idea. So runpop appears there. Alright, okay, now so we need to get rid of this error. I need to now show you this is now the admin settings page for runpop. Now, so let's create the page. So create admin page. Alright, and then so I'll come and say function try to say run admin page. And okay, this always gotta be, the function name is always up to you, whatever you name it. You don't have to name it. This is not a function that exists in the WordPress. Okay, so add action. Okay, I'm gonna say actually I'm gonna leave this blank. I don't have to add action twice. So okay, so now I called it run admin page. So we're gonna copy this and paste it in here. So that's what I was trying to tell you. So this means that whenever I click the tab, I'm gonna go to this page. Alright, that's the point I was trying to pass along. Now, alright, so okay, so we're gonna create the tab here. I always like using the output buffer, you know, when I'm trying to write HTML. Okay, so OB start. So this is where we start to buffer. Okay, close that. And I always try to open it first here before I forget again. Because your errors and before you just try to sit on your computer the whole day trying to figure out what. So OB start. So I'm going to start by writing here. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll try to create a div. Okay, now this is HTML. You know, just for the sake of testing, let me just write something. This is a test. All right, and let me try something out. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but let me just see something real quick. You know, I'm learning too as I do this. So, oh, this worked. Well, because I used OB start here, I need to actually put echo OB get. Alright, if you don't know about these functions, again, guys, just go ahead and try to do research on it. Alright, so like OB get clean, OB start. But if you have any questions about this, you can always post it in the forum and I can explain it to you better. Alright, so, okay, so this is a test. So, well, that looks beautiful, it worked. So, what WordPress always recommend is to start by creating a div and put it in a class of wrap. Okay, this is by default. Alright. And okay, hold on. It's been a while. I've been working on other things nowadays, but I love plugins. I love WordPress. Alright, so the class of wrap, close it in back, and I'll also need to create another div to make it beautiful, just for the sake. Actually, you know what? Let me just write a header first here. H1 or yeah, H2. Alright, and we're gonna say run pop settings. I don't know how long we've been talking. Wait, that's not bad. Gotta hurry up though. So run pop settings. Okay. Alright, so okay, let's check that out. So if you refresh the page, you'll see run pop settings. That's the plugin settings page. Now we want to make it a little cool, the way WordPress always put, like, you know, these icons here. So what we do here is come up here and just write div class equals to icons. Hold on, I gotta check that out. Okay. Where do I type it? Icon options general. this, yeah, okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something like yeah, alright. Icon 32. Icon reference now. Alright, I'll just use this. Copy that piece of code. Everything is pretty much provided with WordPress. That's the good thing about it. Most of the stuff, but yeah. Alright, so the div class of wrap. I like to kind of make it neat so I just see what's happening. Alright, so if I refresh that, you will see an icon appear here. That's beautiful. Alright, well, yeah, let's now start to hurry up a little bit. At least we have this place there and that. Alright, so let's start first by creating the pop-up content. And I'd like to come up here. I'll try to push this to the bottom because I'm going to use the double P head. Alright, so I'll say function run pop container, content I guess. Container. Alright. I'll come here and say add action. And I'm going to use jQuery in this tutorial. Alright. So, well, at least you get to see a little bit of jQuery. Yeah. I'll show you how to go about it. Alright, so run pop container and add action. The action here is WP head. Alright, or footer. This is head. You know what? Let me use the footer. Footer. And I'm gonna say run pop container. Alright, and I'm gonna come here. And just start HTML here. Close PHP there. Start PHP. Alright, so let's say let's create a div. You know what? Let's say this is the test. Alright, let's go to the homepage and check the footer. And still loading. I don't know what this local place. Alright, well, sorry about that. So there you have it. This is the test. So we are okay. Alright, so now let's create a div where we're going to be putting content that you want users to look at. So div ID is equal to name container and div. Alright, so now we can now do styling here if you want, but okay. Alright, so let's just make this one a general one, okay? And then we're gonna talk about let's make this one very easy, just a regular, you know. Alright, so now since we have that div going, we can go ahead and now call jQuery so that we could start adding CSS. We're gonna use a function in WordPress called WP-enqueue script and WP-enqueue style to include jQuery. We don't want to add our jQuery JavaScript directly because it's going to cause a JavaScript conflict. So WordPress has a solution for that by providing WP-enqueue scripts. Alright, so that all scripts are called at once, pretty much. Alright, let's go ahead and do that right here. So let me just comment this and then say create okay, call calling CSS, jQuery and CSS. Alright, so function run pub JS, and then maybe like that to CSS so you don't confuse. And then we're gonna come down here and say add action. Alright. So the first action that we want to add here is WP-enqueue scripts, and that's for calling jQuery. Alright, and then we're gonna add another action as well, and we're gonna say WenQ styles here. Alright. Alright, so WenQ styles, WenQ scripts, run pub.js, that's CSS. Alright, so we're gonna call jQuery WP-enqueue scripts. Alright, and notice this is script and this is scripts. Alright, so you don't have to confuse that. And then do right here jQuery. Alright, copy. And then I'll try to copy here, and then jQuery. Hold on. I gotta check that out. WP-enqueue scripts. Alright, let me just try to restart my internet again. I guess I have a problem here. Alright, so that's what we want, jQuery UI dialog. And we'll come back here and let's do it. And the row, paste it in there. Alright, so once we have that, we will now add style. Actually, the script itself, first of all. So we're gonna say WP-enqueue script, and alright, so we're gonna now go in here and call where our jQuery script is going to be hosted. So before I actually do that, let me go ahead and create it. Okay, so let's see, plug file, new file, save as, and we're gonna put it inside the folder runpub, and we're gonna call it. We're gonna create another folder called JS, and inside that JS folder, we're gonna call this JS or jQuery.js. And then we save it. Let's look how the folder looks like right now. Run pub. Okay. This is the problem, because run pub is not even in there. So I guess I'm gonna have to reopen it, I guess. Sorry about that. So run pub and then JS. Alright, so let's refresh. We're gonna have the error for plugin deactivated, I guess, in the admin section. It doesn't exist or something. Yeah, plugin has been deactivated, so we need to reactivate it now in its new location. Alright, so activate, and we're gonna have it here, and there you have it. Still back the same. Now we have the JS in here and the jQuery file is in here, and we're gonna edit it now. It's right there. Alright, so now let's go back and include that file in our jQuery. And where is that? Okay. Well, looks like it didn't get saved, so I'll have to retype it again. Alright, just hold on a second. Let me just pause it and write it, and I'll get back to it. Alright, folks. So I've written the code again. Function one pop js.css. Here we enqueue. Here is where we call jQuery, and then over here we call jQuery UI, and then over here we're gonna WP enqueue script might run. So this is where we call this file here that we're going to be writing our jQuery code. It's actually jQuery.js. So plugin.url file is something that you should check it out. It's in the codex and read more about it. Alright, this is the enqueue style. So here, notice it's style and not styles like this. So this is where we call the hosted. So here we call the UI dialog, but we have the CSS here. Now we're calling it is hosted in the Google APIs. You can Google that by just typing hosted jQuery UI or jQuery if you want. And so this is the CSS we are calling here. And then here WP enqueue style, we call the style that we're going to be styling our pop-up. So we haven't created that file yet, and let's just go ahead and do that right now. So we're going to say new, and I'm going to save this. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, file, save as, and I'll create another folder here, and I'll say CSS, and I'll say copy that style.css, and I'll save it, and here comes CSS style. So that is good. Now, so let's test if our hosted jQuery is working. So to do that, we're going to come here and say, the first thing that I always like to do is declare a variable. So I like to declare j equals to jQuery dot no conflict. So notice the capitalization there. Alright, J, the Q is capital, this is capital. Sometimes it gives you errors for some reason, but alright, so here basically what we're saying is declaring, like, we try to eliminate no conflict in WordPress, because WordPress and jQuery sometimes it's conflict. So we use this jQuery that not conflict in WordPress to eliminate jQuery JavaScript conflicts. Alright, so let's test our code. The first thing we'd like to do is come here and say, alright, dot ready, alright, and a function there. Alright, so, and then in here I'll come and say document. So what we're saying pretty much is, so jQuery, we're calling jQuery, so document.ready, like when the document is finished loading, do something, do a function. That's why we call this function. And we're going to do something. We're going to alert. Just to test. Okay, we're going to say done loading. Actually, yeah, done. Maybe something like that. Like when the DOM is ready, there, it should alert something. So let's, if we refresh it in the admin page, I guess it's not going to work because for reason that I'll explain, but let's check the home page. I hope it works. Make it easy for us. Alright, so the page localhost says done, so it's alerted, but it doesn't alert in the admin panel, if you notice that. That is because over here when we call it, we say WP enqueue script. So WP, if we add another action like admin enqueue script, so it's gonna do the same thing. They call the script in the admin page. So right now it's working fine, and it's loading, and we've tested it's working perfectly. So let's go ahead and try to now customize our, let's see our CSS if it's working. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna create a div here, so just color something, and I'm gonna say div, and let's always close the div first. I always forget this. Alright, so I'm gonna give this an ID of I'm gonna give this an ID of run pop dialog or something. Alright, I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna put it here, and since it's an ID we always do this. Let's try to check it out. Let's say color equals to red. Let's check that out for a second. Alright, let's refresh the page, and it's still gonna alert. Okay, that's good. jQuery is working fine. Let's see if this, so CSS is not working. Oh, okay, for some reason it is not working. So that is always where the problem is sometimes with these things. Alright, so style is out here because the style is not in the CSS. Because, okay, let me save it first. Sorry about that. And then copy that. I don't need it anymore. And then come open it up again. And oh, okay, it's fine. So it should be working now since it's not the right location. So always be careful when you're calling where your files are located. So there you go, it's red. So it's working fine. CSS is working fine. Now let's go ahead and make it look beautiful and Alright, run pop color. So let's say by the common stuff should be with let's say auto, or let's put weight to 250 pixels and the height to 200 pixels, and that should be fine. Maybe the background is gray or something. Gray background. Well, I don't like writing, but you can always check the HTML color codes. Need to get rid of this. So there you have it. It's looking beautiful. This is a test. This is the bottom. Now let's make it a pop-up. Okay, so that's why we go to jQuery and we're gonna say, alright, so jget. So when the document is ready, show a dialog. Alright, what should be displayed as a dialog? And that is what was the ID here? That is this. Alright, let's put the option there. Now let's see how the dialog looks like. It's been a while since I created a dialog. And there you have it. Just disappeared on my side. There you have the dialog. Just like we want it with the CSS. But if you notice, it's moving. Alright, so let's first of all display none, because we don't want, when we load our page, the dialog is in the footer first, or it's always in the footer. So we want to display none until the DOM is ready, and then it should go. it should show up. Alright, there's a dialog in that case. So let's refresh and see. And you'll have this as a test dialog, just like we wanted. And if you scroll down, you're going to see many dialogue. Right? You don't see any dialogue. If you expect how that is. Well, now we've managed to develop that pop-up looking like that. And let's just go ahead and so dialog in jQuery always takes some parameters. Alright, you wanna always put parameters in there. And we're gonna say model. We're gonna say true. And we're gonna say resizable. And we're gonna say false. And geometric. False. Oh, this is not PHP. And what else? That should be fine. And then let's see. And if you see, we have a pop-up where you pop up. Oh, something must be wrong with my code. Oh, 36 minutes. Wow. Alright, okay. Drivable false. Model true. False. Let me try to kind of cut this out. And let's see, model true. It's gonna be model. I don't know why. I need to put this in brackets, like this color brackets. Should work. There you go. So there's a modal in there, okay? And if you can see, alright, so hold on. Let's put position to fixed. Position fixed. So that when I scroll, I have a big error. Oh, that's cool. Coronavirus. Alright. Alright. I've managed to fix the problem that we had earlier by adding this UI dialog style is position fixed and the UI widget overlay. What that means is you want this dialog, this is the UI dialog, and this is the UI dialog overlay is fixed, so that when they scroll down they can just still see the same thing. Okay. Alright, so you can close it like that, or we can hide the close button, or yeah, so to hide the close button so that we have people do whatever we want them to do is add this, and all these styles are on jQuery.com. You can find them on jQuery.com. There's a lot of resources out there. You can check them out. Very good documentation, well explained, and you can work. So I'm just showing you how to integrate it with WordPress. So let's go ahead and get rid of the title bar UI, and it's a class of UI dialog title bar. Let me see if I spell that correctly. Yes. Let me just copy this actually. To save time, we've been coding for that here. Display none. So if you display none, and we come back and refresh our code, we're going to see the title bar is gone. Okay. Now, now let's make this plugin. If they click escape, they're gonna escape it too. So this is a simple plugin. So to do that, we're gonna come here and say close on escape. Oh, where's that? Here. Alright, close. Oh gosh. I always gotta refer to this as so future, like I said, okay? You don't have to think too much. It's always good to know, but just, research makes you, write more code that won't bring headache later, You've been looking for something really small and you can't even find it. So it's always good to just do research. Alright, so there you have it. That's the plugin itself, displaying a dialog. Alright, let's go ahead and simplify this. Okay, let's put a like button here, a Facebook like button, so that when the user likes it, so right now they can't access any content. They press escape, they can't. So let's put something here that like, click like to close, alright? So let's try to make that look beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so we're gonna say this is a paragraph. Alright, so click like to close. Alright, and ID is message or something. Alright, and I'm gonna copy that. Let me see. And then I'm gonna clone here. Put the dialogues together so you do it. It's always good to also comment your code. Okay, so MSG, and we're gonna say left. You want it 25% away from the left. Or yeah, let's see that. Click right to close. Having left 25%. There you have it. Yeah, the center. And let's get rid of this gray. Let's say color to, let's just Google Facebook color. Alright, Facebook color scheme or something. Whatever Facebook. Something like that. Let's copy that. Alright. So that if you see, looks like Facebook. I'll just put a like button here. Alright, okay, I'm gonna pause a little bit. You know about getting like buttons, it's pretty easy. So let me just get like button, the code, and I'll get back to you and show you how to put it. Alright, through the power of time, we've managed to style this plugin. It's a beautiful plugin. So when they click like, they'll close it. But if you notice, if I click like, nothing happens. It doesn't close. This is because I'm in a local host, so I have to upload this plugin to a live server. Alright, and I'll just do that right now, which I just did in this plugin. Here it is. So there's nothing in it to set, but since it's a tutorial, I'll just show you how the plugin works. Now, so once the visitor just comes in, they get this. Click right to close. Alright. Okay. And then once they click like, the dialog closes, disappears, and they've liked it. Alright? That's the good thing about this plugin. Now this is a different plugin, ignore that. Alright. So no settings, just like that. Alright, now I'd love to walk you through what I did, which is pretty much easy. I just added this piece of code here, which I will show you in the forum, and I'll create another video showing you how I did create the Facebook, because I didn't click like, it closes. So here's the little piece of code. You have to create an app ID in Facebook. Very easy. Just I'll show you everything in a video, in the next video pretty much. And that's the plugin. You can now go ahead and look at it, download it from wpsquad.com, and you could ask me any questions in the forum. Alright, that's the plugin, and it's free to download. And if you want any more settings to be added to the plugin, if you have any ideas what we can do with the plugin, you can just also email me or send me a message on WP Squad. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and sorry for the long video, but I'll catch you next time in the next video.